All right, here's part two. This is Michael Zengar from the 28 millimeter sci-fi wargaming show. Basically, I'm going to continue my conversation on the Horizon War game and playing it 50 mil. And what I was talking about at the end of the last video is that you're going to meet guys that usually that do the 15 millimeter, the veterans in the hobby. I mean, that's not always the case. If you're smart, if I could do it all over again, all my crap would probably be 15 or 6 mil just because I like the style of battle. I like to have all the different elements. But back to the gamers, you're going to find guys that are more mature. 15 millimeters been huge for a long time among the guys that are in the know. Uh, it's more economical. Like, here's all the benefits of 15 millimeter. It's more economical. It's quicker to paint to bring the guys onto the battlefield. You get a lot more variety in not just background rules. There's tons and tons of rules out there for them, free. There's rules that you can pay for. 15 millimeters is totally easy to scale down. Basically, if you have a 28 millimeter game that you love to play, you can play it in 15. All you do is you take your the easiest way to do it. Instead of measuring inches, measure metric, do the centimeters, and then you're back into scale. The variety of miniatures are awesome. The technology out there, the sculpts are fucking great. It doesn't look cheesy like it did back in the 70s and the 80s. The genres are all there if you want to do just for sci-fi. You can do hard science fiction like I like to do. You can do near future type stuff. You can do wasteland apocalyptic stuff. If you want to do World War II horror, there's Rebel Minis makes the zombies and the werewolves for that. It's easier to mix in, like for the near future, you can buy contemporary guys and mix them in with sci-fi guys, and then you got just a little far out into the future force. One of the armies I'd love to build is Neo-Soviets, a la Vor style. If you're a fantasy guy, shit, there's tons of stuff, and if you're a historical guy, there's more historical 15 mini companies out there than you can shake a stick at. But the reason for Horizon War, it's great because it works on a 3-tier system far as like the powerfulness of the units. For what I want to do to show more variety, I'm probably going to make that into a 6-tier system, which I'll make PDFs for and play test the rules and stuff, and you guys can let me know what you think. And eventually, I'll probably play this game the way it was meant to be played with 6 millimeter because I found some cheap sources for those types of minis too. The great thing about Horizon War is it's loose. Basically, you can have any kind of infantry type units. You can have any kind of armored units, as far as like tanks, hover tanks, grab tanks, you name it. You can do it. You can think it up. Little Martians and saucers. Hell, if you want to do the grays, like the gray aliens that everybody talks about getting probed by, there's 5 or 6 companies that make minis for that. And God, those have got to be easy to paint. There's minis to do aliens type stuff. Coruscant, which is a great miniature company. They're a little bit pricier than alternative armies, but they're good. Space monkeys. I mean, the possibilities are endless. There's no reason to fight Marine against Marine Army. If that's your thing, go play Games Workshop. And the whole thing with scale creep, it's not really happening in the 15 millimeter world. There's only a couple companies that are doing it. Clear Horizon's one of the companies that does it. I think this is what they're called. Hey guys, cut that shit out. Nobody wants to go out and buy new miniatures in 5 years when everything's damn near 28, 25 millimeter. I got old stuff from the 80s. When the scale creep gets that bad, I'll use that shit. But till then, stick to the 15 millimeter, guys. But there's all kinds of mechs, there's all kinds of vehicles, flyers, just you name it, it's out there. If you can dream it up, you can make an army. And if you dream up the army, you can play it with Horizon Wars. All right? And just really innovative system. Putting it on the D12's genius, the way they resolve the combat's pretty fucking awesome. Go watch the battle reports with us. 15 millimeter, I'll be able to do the battle reports. Like I got playing Frostgrave. Christ, that is such, you don't need many guys, but my God, is that a scenery heavy game, and it's a lot easier to make a little 15 millimeter building than a 28 millimeter building. You can store probably 15 buildings inside of a good size 28 millimeter building. So for me, this is going to be my focus this summer. And I got a whole box of stuff for you guys that didn't watch part 1. I'm going to move the tripod and show you what's in there. Every little packet in there is going to get a little review video on the stuff. It's all alternative armies, basically. And I promise to do 3 videos a day just to keep this up and going. So I want to say thank you for all you guys that hung on or are still subscribed. If you're a new guy, please subscribe. It helps me out. And I want to do some shout outs to my favorite channels. All of you guys. When I was sick and laid in bed, and basically I was bedridden for off and on for about 3 years. And some of you guys that made videos, it really mattered to me because that's all I really had to live for was to watch this stuff. It got pretty dark in my life. And I want to shout out to the guys that do, because I love the skirmish warfare. So what I mainly watched was a lot of skirmish warfare stuff. So I want to shout out to all the guys that do Dead Zone, the Dead Zone podcast. Definitely check them out. They're entertaining. Jack and the crew. I can't remember his partner's name, but a lot of times you get the inside poop on what's going on as far as news, because they bring in the brand manager basically for the North America, and they interview him all the time. He's a pretty cool cat. I want to shout out to Starkey's Man Cave. He always has interesting videos. He's a good follower and a cool friend. I'm sorry I lost touch. With this illness, there's such a deep-set depression. And, just finding competent doctors. If you're really ill, really check around. Don't think that you got the best guy. One doctor I had kept me ill for about 9 months because he wasn't treating me properly, and I was giving him all kinds of alternatives. He wasn't listening. If the doctor don't listen, fuck that guy. Go find somebody else. Actually, the best doctors I got right now are all female doctors. They seem to listen. They seem to care. Men have got egos, and I just don't understand it. Other shouts out. I want to shout out to Family of Gamers 777. That guy, Coach, and coaching the crew over there. They produce fucking great videos. Even if you don't play Dead Zone, there's tons of information on there for your skirmishing war game fix. Check it out. Solo Wargamer guy, he donated to the channel. I appreciate it. If you can, send me a message. I owe you some shipping. With this sickness and shit, I was pretty broke for a while too. I went a lot of months without money, and thank God for my wife and my extended family for helping me out. Not so much my parents, but my godparents. They're a blessing. They seem to be better parents than my actual parents. But I want to shout out to, like I said, to Family Gamers. Check them out. I want to shout out to Georgie the Goblin because you're a pimp. And with all that, I want to say thank you to everybody. Please sign up, subscribe, watch the videos, comment. If you got any questions, hopefully the shit will be entertaining. And you have a good one.